the whole like dating online can be dangerous, but obviously we know vampires doesn't exist, but it is that scary online dating. You never know who you're getting
Yeah,
involved
I
with,
think you can meet very, very weird people,
which is I think is
sometimes.
really cool that you tapped into.
Yeah, you can. That's what I was, because I did already a long time ago date some people, like everybody's, but it's it's such a great experience. But I mean, when I have typed the script, and I was worried about what type of character I can be, like Ethan. But I said, no, I don't want to play the guy muscle.
Yeah.
I want to play a guy like, very good looking guy who can be very cool, little bit cheesy, like a little bit funny, not really, but a little bit, like the guy can be like, regular guy, who work on the office and want to have a very, very fun life,
And
That's
like
what
the
I.
other characters too that you have, that the Michael's character, and that dynamic, your friendship that you guys
Yeah,
have, which is really, really cool, because we get to see a little bit more of like who you are, outside of work and all this, and finding love, and he
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
is
yeah.
like your voice of reason, this character Michael.
Yeah, when I type it, I work on the part of Michael. I said, yeah, you can be his good friend, and and you have to be very you protect your friend, and so when he discovered the truth, and
Right.
he was surprised at the first place, he was, yes, can be, but the vampire doesn't exist. But he was confused in the beginning. But when he saw my character with the makeup and everything, and he said, "Oh shit, he is a monster now." And it was very, very intense, and we spent a great time on set, and he was completely scared with my makeup. I can tell you, when I was walking on the street at night, I scare some people, and some people, when they find out it was a movie, they
Right.
take pictures and stuff. It
Right.
was so fun, but
Awesome.
the makeup was so great, realistic, and you can see on my skin it was phenomenal. To be honest, uh, if the makeup was not, if I don't have the chance to have this makeup for my movie, I will not do the movie.
I see. That was an important factor of
Yeah,
making this film.
if I want to do, it's not like a Paranormal Activity. You can, do some stuff with the shadow, with some weird stuff, with some with computer, you can still cheat. But if you want to do something very more practical effect,
Gotcha.
so you need makeup, and I have some practical effect inside.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I want for a movie, and otherwise I will say, no, I don't want to do a movie like that if I don't have practical effect.
Do you prefer practical effect versus like CGI
Oh
or
yeah,
anything? Yeah.
oh yeah, definitely. Big gap, big difference,
Yeah.
because when you see right now horror film like werewolf, whatever, you can see that's not great. I'm sorry, but why those guys like Rob Bottin, Rick Baker, you cannot compete with those guys. Even right now, they are the level, they put the level so high with practical effect, Even Rob Bottin create the thing, makeup, and that's, like you if you compare the thing original and the prequel made 30 years after, you can tell the big gap.
Yeah.
So no, definitely practical effect.
Yeah. No, and it, yeah, I'm curious, how long did that take to put on?
Oh,
Like,
first of all, they mold my face with my whole face, with my
mhm,
hair, my expression and everything.
mhm.
And he create the design of the vampire, we with some pictures, with some inspiration and stuff. But for put the makeup on my face, 2 hours, almost 2 hours and a half, almost 3 hours,
Oh wow.
almost.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So it was, I was sit on the chair and they put everything, my hair, for the nails,
Mhm.
because everything was, you know, but it was fun actually. I spent great time. I enjoy to be sit for a couple of hours, and oh yeah, I hate the lenses. I hate that. But
Well, it looks really creepy, and it
yeah,
very, very fun. Like I know you, but I was, when I watched it, I was like, Alan definitely had a good time making this. I can tell that you really enjoyed being this
yeah,
character.
yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
Yeah, I
Um,
was on
yeah.
like the scene where I enjoyed also in the shower, when
Mm,
you can feel I have just killed the first victim,
right.
and you can felt the vibration, the metamorphosis, something very, very intense.
Hmm.
And thanks to An American Wolf in London.
Yeah. Yeah, classic, like and all the shots too, like the place that you shot, the
Yeah,
street, it
yeah.
was a
I
classic.
live in Paris. Yeah. I go to Paris. I shoot three different parts. Like I shoot in the north of France,
Mhm.
and I shoot in Brussels, and I shoot in Paris. So I mix some different point of city. So it's like
Yeah.
so I create something a new ambience.
Which yeah, which I was like, I really appreciate about this film is that the the places that you end up shooting, very nostalgic and very beautiful shots and scenery, like places that you shot. Like I didn't feel like, because I've seen your action films, in the city and stuff. It looked like a complete different place, the way and where you shot it, which is really fun. And then, very well done. You guys did a
Thank you,
great job.
thank you so much. But again, I love do action, but to be honest, I more enjoy to play a character like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm because I think when you are an actor, you have to stay far sometimes from some typical stereotypical
Oh,
style.
Rose. Okay. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. So my next film, it's a thriller, a little bit action, but the way I will play, it's gonna be very different because I will have to have a fake tattoos here. I will dress like always beautiful suit. I need to be very, very, very sexy on this movie and stuff.
What are you working out?
Oh yeah, of course.
He's like every day.
But I always work, of course.
I know.
But I do a little bit more some stuff.
Okay.
It's all about diet. It's not about because it's more. Yeah, if you be careful to what you eat.
Yeah.
So I think it's because you can work out every day, and if you eat crap,
Yeah. You won't lose it. Hmm.
you will be in shape. Yeah, because you work out, you
Hmm.
work on your muscle, but you have to the sugar, stay far from the sugar.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's so true because I remember I'm actually, I had to get down for a role, and I talked to the director, and I told her that, I'm going to do that. And I was 140, right? That was my highest. And I was like, oh my God, you know, now I'm 125, which I lost that within just a month or two, right? Like relatively like that. So I've been going to the gym and eating I cut out certain foods and drinks and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's
It's really
if
important.
you if you cut out like some food, that's good, you know,
Yeah.
especially cake, sugar, chocolate,
Yeah.
or some stuff. Yeah, you have to sometimes you have to stay far. Yeah, I can imagine it's hard because you want something. If you especially if you feel depressed, you need to say, okay, I want some chocolate. But no.
Discipline, absolutely. So I like
Discipline, that's a good word.
for those that are listening and that wants to get in the industry, what or not even just people wanting an industry, but just in general, what's one of the greatest advice that you've had in your career thus far that has helped you continue on this journey?
The best advice I can give, it's to create your own way.
Love that.
And of course, be patient. Don't burn the bridge. Don't compare yourself to others.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be jealous. Your time will come. But inspired you by the work from others.
Mm-hmm.
But don't try to sweep the leg. Like when I said sweep the leg, you understand, like do something like for jump and say, oh, I want cut the line to make my way faster.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So no, you have to understand, you have it have a background. It's important, because we start from zero to something. And for my own concern, when I think about that, I came from a long way. I start, like I said, like everybody does. I was an extra. I do short film. I do casting. I do TV appearance. I do my own project. But if you do your own project, it's good nowadays because nobody will wait for you, especially in big industry. You have to understand when you hear, oh, wait, blockbuster. And what does it mean, blockbuster?
Right.
Blockbuster, yeah, it's when you watch Netflix, because sometimes people you said, oh, your stuff is not on Netflix, but no, but my stuff is not on Netflix, but it's on Tubi, it's on Amazon, it's on Vudu, it's on Plex, Pluto, or Roku.
You made something and you got it out there. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
your stuff is on DVDs. Like Borrow Time 3 will be released in 2 weeks and a half now, 3 weeks. Maximum 3, the May 23. So the best advice I can give, finally, it's don't give up.
Love that. I love that. 100%. Don't give up. And, like you said, have fun and just create. Absolutely.
Up and down. Always.
It's a jungle. The industry is a jungle, but you gotta love it, right?
You have to be passionate, be realistic also. Don't try, I remember another artist tell me, he said, if you have to become a star, you will become a star. But that doesn't mean if you're not to become a star, that doesn't mean you will not make something somewhere, that, sometimes you can be right away. Sometimes it takes years.
Yeah, absolutely. You just got to keep going. Like you water a seed and then eventually that seed will grow and it will. Really quick for people that want to know how to follow you and then also where they can find this movie and watch it, and all your social media
Okay,
handles.
so they can watch The Last Nosferatu on Tubi, Vudu, Amazon, US, UK, and we will have a release DVD probably for not for this summer, because the distributor says it's gonna be the next batch, because